Hi guys, it's your girl Bitsy back. This vlog is going to be what to do after you finish burning your candles. I thought, why am I doing candles without incorporating Christmas? It's Christmas time. So I went upstairs, I changed into something more festive looking, and I threw some garland on, grabbed some bulbs off the tree. So now I'm ready to show you what you can do after your candles are all burned out. We get candles all year, and especially at Christmas time. But you can use this throughout the year. Now, I wouldn't suggest any children use this because it can be quite dangerous. Wax is very hot and it can burn you. So, no children allowed. We're going to find out what to do with our candle jars after we finish burning them. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go. Let's go. No, I will not be taping this again. What could we do with these candle jars after using? Instead of throwing them away, I'm going to let this candle burn to about 1/4 of an inch, and then I'm going to blow it out. I'm going to take this wax and pour it into my new jar, or it could be an old jar. As long as the wax does not cover the wick, we'll be okay. Okay. Okay, guys, safety first. Touch around the glass, making sure that it's cool enough for us to pick it up, and pour the wax slowly into the candle, and making sure we do not cover the wick all the way of this candle. Otherwise, it will not light for you. Alrighty. Seems to be working out pretty good. Alright. And this is what I'm talking about. Recyclable candle wax. I'm getting more for my bucks. Okay, now what you want to do is grab yourself a kitchen butter knife that you won't be using again to cook, and begin to scrape these bottom things that hold the wick. I don't know what they're called. If you know, let me know. But you're going to scrape them out of the jar, and you want to do it when the jar is still a little warm, because it's easier to unloosen them at this point. Okay, let's go. All right. Okay, it looks like I have all 3 pieces, and then I want to scrape any wax that I can visually see off the jar as much as possible, because I do not want this wax going down my sink. That's going to make for a plumbing job, which I do not need. So I'm going to scrape the wax up as much as I can, and I'll dispose of it before I put this jar in the sink. Going to grab myself a piece of aluminum foil at this point, and I'm going to put all the wax and the pieces in the aluminum foil, and this is how I'll dispose of this wax so it doesn't go down my drain. Next step, run a little warm water into the sink, put the jar in it, and use a little, well, I have Dawn, but use a little dishwashing detergent to fill it up. And now we just let the bubbles soak in the jar a couple minutes. And you can basically use any kind of scrubbing sponge. It doesn't have to be Brillo. I just prefer Brillo, but this one would do too. Okay, now I'm going to take the Brillo that's been soaking inside the jar, and I'm going to begin to scrape. And before I do this, I'm going to make sure that drain over there is in and ready to catch large or small bits of this wax coming from the jar. Because again, I do not want this wax to go down the drain. I don't know what it might do to my pipes. So I'm just going to make sure you're protected. I'm going to scrub every part of the jar Making sure you get the rims real good. And the wax should come out. Then I'm going to run a finger test around the jar, make sure everything's smooth. And it seems like we're good to go. Well, on this particular jar, the bottom label seems to be coming off on its own. Sometimes that doesn't happen easily. I have to soak the entire thing, even with the bottom label on it, and take it off after I steam that glue, making it easy to get that bottom label off. Okay. The main label must be soaked because it's not even budging. Alright, at this point, I'm going to rinse this jar out and see what we're working with. Make sure all the wax is out and cleared from the jar. It looks pretty good to me. Alright. I think it's ready to go in the pot, y'all. Let's go. Alright, now I'm going to take the pot and I'm going to fill it up with a little water. I'm not going to fill it up to the top. I definitely do not want to submerge the whole jar underwater because I need wiggle room for my fingers to test the glass to see how hot it is and everything like that. Okay, alrighty. Alright, I'm going to pour a little of this water off. Notice I'm not covering I'm not submerging the whole jar in the pot. And then I'm going to put a cover on it so that the steam can go all around the glue. Oh, and please take note, do not put your tops inside of the pot because I did it with this one. And it basically exploded and put out a bunch of shit in my pot. The metal ones have a rubber siding around it that has glue attached, so I wouldn't submerge any of this into the steam. Just clean these as much as possible in your sink. Okay, we're coming up on a boil, and we don't have to really get it to this point. We just want the steam. After allowing the pot to cool a little bit, I'm just going to test the glass, see how hot it is, and turn it so that I can get to the seam of this label and try to begin to peel it away. And I think I got yes, I have a beginning. And then it should come up just as easy. Let's peel it slowly, slowly. Peel it. Try not to lift the jar up. Allow the jar to come up because that could be dangerous because the water is so hot. Okay, it's peeling away pretty good. It's almost like magic. Alright, nice and easy. And now the label's off. The entire label is off. And I probably could find something to do with that label. Because if you listen real good, that stickiness is still there. I believe I can use this again. Let's see, I'll put it up here. Well, no, maybe I'll put it on the refrigerator. For possible future use, I'm getting more bucks for my dollar. That's right. Alright, now I'm going to test the glass again, make sure it's safe for me to take it out, and it is. And I'm just going to place it there on the stove just so it can get a little cooler. Okay, while the jar is cooling, I'm going to bring this pot on over to the sink and pour this water out. And it's good for your drain too. It's hot water. Loosens things up in the pipeline. Alright, the jar is feeling pretty cool now. Now I'll give it its final wash. And I'm going to put a little dishwashing liquid and a little water back into the jar again. and wash it as you would normally do any of your other dishes. Well, since I have this camera, this is not going to look too normal. But basically, you just wash it and you should come out with a nice reusable jar. Alright, last rinse. And this jar will be ready for reuse. Actually, it only took under half an hour to get this jar ready. Now I can see the earrings I just might want to wear to match my outfit. Now I have a new candle. I'm getting more use out of the wax that was in that previous candle. As you can see, it still looks pretty good, and the wicks will still burn. Still have a great fragrance. And I'm going to put all my earrings in here so I can see them, for goodness sakes. All right. And I'm going to start my bracelet jar. And these lovely little tops. Shine them up. And they're going to be just great on my dresser. Can't wait. Just perfect. Check it out, y'all. You can not only use these for jewelry, you can use these for candy and all kinds of things around your house. And just sit them on your tables. Look, these jars are even stackable, so it doesn't take up a lot of space on your dresser. And they still look just as pretty. Look at the bottom, y'all. I even have lipstick in one of them. Okay, I hope this video was helpful to you in some way. Look, tell your friends we're fixing and having fun on this channel.